I just recorded a short video of a minute to go over the 4 steps to get out of the matrix. And now I want to go a little further into it and make 4 separate videos of them. So let me just go over the 4 steps. The first one is that you need to recognize that you are in a matrix, that you live in a matrix. And that's what we'll talk about today. Number 2 is that you need to learn how to recognize the signs. What is the matrix? And I would say it is basically everything you can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. Think and believe. And because of all of that, it comes with deep, sticky feelings. Number 3, you need to realize who you truly are as a divine expression, separate from the matrix mind. 2 things, we need to separate them, but you need to know what one is and what the other one is, so you can actually make that cut and choose. Number 4 is you need to learn how to not engage in the matrix anymore. That means not touch it, which I talk about a lot, not react to it, not believe it, not try and fix it or change it or get lost in it. So there is a lot of work in those 4 steps. It's not just like, oh, we do this, this, and this, and this, and then we're out. It's a process of disengaging and moving through the layers into our true essence. So today, the first step, you need to recognize that you live in a matrix. Now, how do you do that? That is next to impossible. When you have all your senses, your whole life is engaged in the matrix. So if that is true for you, it's not going to make any sense what I'm going to say, because you are fully engaged. Everything is as real as it gets. And no matter what I say, you're going to say, that's nonsense. Look at this. This is real. This is real. This is true. I want to compare it a little bit to a dream, because I think most of us have heard the fact through some of the spiritual teachings that we basically live in a dream. And when you wake up from the dream, that's when you can see that you had a dream, right? If you wake up in the morning, you go, oh my God, I had this dream and it seemed so real. Everything in me believed it was true. I could feel it. I had the emotional rush, could feel things, I could see things. It felt so real. But then when you wake up, you go like, wow, that was just a dream. And that is how it is when you start waking up from this dream that we all believe is our life. This is the matrix. So in a way, it is an overlay or a simulation of what is real. What is real is our divine essence, our soul expression. And it is experienced from a very different sense. It's not experienced through the 5 senses. So in order to take the first step, there has to be some openness or curiosity to find out, what is she talking about? A matrix? So if I can invoke some curiosity, if this is new for you, then maybe you could go and watch the movie The Matrix, because every time I've seen it in the past, I feel there's kind of a a click. It was like, oh, oh. So it feels like it can help you at least take a step back and observe it from here, as opposed to being totally absorbed in it, inside of it. When we step out of the matrix, even if it's just for a very short moment, it's because you are the observer of the experience. Just like in the morning when you wake up and you had a dream and you look back, you are observing and you can say, wow, that was just a dream. But when I was dreaming it, it felt more real than anything. Like my heart was racing, I was running, or I was whatever it was. I could taste it. It was wonderful. That is that there needs to be some kind of a gap where you can observe it, where you're able to observe the matrix. So I would suggest today, if this is new for you, to be open to the possibility that everything that you thought was real and true, maybe it's a dream. Maybe it's a dream. Just like the dream at night. How would you know that this is not a dream? Maybe that's a good question to ask yourself. How do you know that this is not a dream? Can you prove it to yourself? You may say, yes, I can, because I can touch it, I can taste it, I can feel it, I can smell it, I can hear it. Absolutely true. That is what the matrix is made of. It's made of the five sense mind. So everything that the mind accepts, or we can also say is being fed, is being projected into, that is going to be experienced through our five senses. And that's what makes it so much more real than if you were just thinking it. Then you can go, oh yeah, that's just a thought. But man, when you feel it, it's like so real and so convincing. So for today, of course, I cannot convince anybody that this is a matrix, and I'm not trying to either, but I will invite you to be open to the possibility that maybe everything that you see, hear, taste, touch, and smell as your life could be the matrix. So I will end here, and then my next video will be about the second step, and that is how to learn to recognize the matrix. What is it? How do we recognize it? So I hope you'll have some fun with that. Please comment below. Please like and subscribe if this is of interest to you. And of course, please share with your friends. And maybe you want to have some kind of an interaction going with your friends where you can explore this together, because it's a big subject. All right, my friends. Talk to you soon.